Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Ultima 9 Ascension. In our last video, the Avatar completed his training in his yard and in this park outside his home in Austin, Texas. Right about there is where we killed a pirate cosplayer in cold blood, and there is the wagon of the gypsy, who helped the Avatar discover that he favors the virtue of spirituality and will therefore be on the path of a ranger once he enters Britannia again. Which is strange because I thought the Avatar represented all 8 virtues, but let's try not to think about it too hard. And now we enter the strange-looking purple moongate and head back to Britannia, hopefully.
My lord, the Avatar has arrived in Britannia and has been easily dispatched by my Wyrmguard.
Do not be so sure. The meddlesome champion of virtue is not so easily defeated.
Of course, my lord, but I ask you, where is he now? The Mirror of Darkness would reveal Lord British's lackey. If he had lived...
The Avatar has been teleported to a place hidden from the Mirror's sight. Our virtuous paragon could only have been taken to Stonegate, and by one of great power.
Shall I reduce Stonegate to a cinder, my lord?
No. I want the champion of Britannia to see what has become of the land and its people. I want to feel his rage burn as he sees what I have done to Britannia. You are to keep the Avatar occupied while I complete my plan for Britannia's conquest. What remains is yours when I am finished. Now leave me.
Yes, my lord.
Blackthorn, you are indeed a fool to want Britannia, once I have finished with it.
All right. Well, it appears that the Avatar has made it back to Britannia, to Stonegate specifically, according to the Guardian, who we just saw conversing with Lord Blackthorn, which is a little strange given Blackthorn's rather repentant and exiled nature at the end of Ultima 5, after he had been manipulated by the 3 Shadow Lords into being a total despot, while Lord British was otherwise incapacitated. And yet, here we see him acting like your stereotypical mustache-twirling villain who just tied someone to some railroad tracks and is now sneaking away. You can tell that that cinematic was intended to follow the end cinematic of Ultima 8 rather tightly. A few things were changed, and the avatar doesn't really look the same. I guess his Titan of Ether gear changed or is just straight up gone. But other than that, they obviously tried. And it would have worked pretty well if we hadn't just gone back to Earth somehow with no explanation and no reason, really. I mean, all of that probably could have been taken care of here somehow, as far as the story goes. But, ooh, a chest.
The Guardian obviously knows you are here, Avatar. You will not be safe here at Stonegate for long. Unlike on Earth, you are now vulnerable. There is also a chest of equipment in the corner of this room sent for you by the Gypsy.
Well, then I'll have it. Okay, we got some goodies here. Yes, and everything that we collected in our backpack on Earth is now gone, which makes sense. Everything we had back on Pagan is also gone, it would appear. Although we do strangely have this poisoned bread, which I guess is proof that we were back on Earth somehow. We still have our compass and our backpack, our tool belt, and our journal. But that's it. So what do we have here? We have a bag. Bags are good. This bag in particular is full of potions. 2 yellows and an orange. And there's another potion right there, a white potion. We'll take that. Here is a key that will be useful to the Avatar much later in the game, I believe. And a sextant, which I didn't actually pick up. There we go. That's still not a sextant, but okay. This is the fireball spell. And this is the light spell. We'll hang on to those. And the sextant, finally. Yay, coordinates. Doesn't really do much for us, but alright. Anyway, that gear is because we are a ranger. Every class gets something different from that chest. It looks like we have some reading to do. But first, I'm going to take this yellow potion and put it in the bag. Let's read. Damage and armor. When fighting, it is important to remember 2 things. Weapons will obviously do damage, but armor will always absorb damage. You will only inflict damage if your weapon does more damage than your opponent's armor absorbs. Many beasts have natural armor, so you will need a strong weapon to damage the more powerful creatures. Watch the meters at the top of your screen to see your weapon and armor rating. The bar on the right will show you the comparative rating of your weapon compared to other weapons in Britannia. Remember, though, that this is only a general rating. Different weapons will have different effects against various types of creatures. The bar on the left will show you your armor rating. This will give you a general idea of the effectiveness of your armor. There are, however, some magical armor pieces that may not absorb as much damage as the sturdier garb, but may have other important benefits. Each weapon has special attacks, which will also give you different results against different creatures. Britannia boasts many skilled fighters who will be able to train you in these new techniques. Alright. Now let's just go down the bookshelf. What better way to pass time? When you're tired, it's always a good idea to rest. But what if you're not at home? Any bed will do, and a good night's sleep will refresh even the most worn down of warriors. You'll find the time will pass quickly, and you will feel quite refreshed. I guess that's an instruction on the resting and healing mechanic. Find a bed. Spells for the beginner. Everyone wants to learn to cast spells. Not all spells are for the beginner, however. Some spells are simple and do not require any mana points to use, like Ignite, douse, or stone. But these spells, while handy, are not the ones that will really impress a date. Most everyone in Britannia has already seen the douse spell, or the gust spell. The real way to attract attention is to find the higher level spells. Once you've gained the skill and the mana to use it, you'll be casting lightning storms and summoning demons with the best of them. The higher the level of a spell, the more mana it will consume, so be careful not to try too hard to impress people with your magical abilities. There are tales of a mage named Hertes, who was summoning reagents, then cast a charm spell to secure the attractions of a young lady, and was then promptly eaten by a nearby dragon because he had no mana left to fight back. His attempted tryst was unsuccessful, to say the least. Be sure that this doesn't happen to you, and watch your mana closely. Yeah, also be sure this doesn't happen to you because it's gross. Don't try to charm people to get in their pants. Come on. Plant lore. Mistletoe is easiest to find in the spring. Cut the sprigs with your left hand for greatest effectiveness. That doesn't make sense. Hibiscus leaves can be used to make a tea, which is excellent for sore throats. Never step on a dandelion, for it will anger any leprechaun who sees you do so. I did not know that Britannia had leprechauns. This is a throwback to Ultima 7. Observations of Blackrock by Rudyum the Mage. The mysterious substance known as Blackrock is completely indestructible. Only by magical means can it be molded and shaped. Blackrock can be found in small quantities beneath the ground, sometimes near loads of iron ore or lead. Blackrock can be excavated by conventional means, but melting it down into a malleable substance is impossible except by magic. I have found that a combination of electrical energy and magnetic energy has a profound effect upon the substance. Together, these properties close the book by accident. Together, these properties cause Blackrock to become permeable. That is, one can put one's hand through the substance as if it were water. Further study reveals that Blackrock might work as a teleportation device if magic, electrical energy, magnetic energy, and the correct alignment of heavenly bodies act together upon the substance. This theory still needs to be tested. The Blackrock transmuter I created out of an old wand does not work. It was meant to shoot electrical and magnetic charges into the Blackrock, but all it does is make the substance explode. I must be careful not to let the transmuter get into the wrong hands. Pointing it at a large quantity of Blackrock might produce a devastating explosion. I must quit for the day. The headaches that have been plaguing me have gotten worse. I'm forgetting more and more. Very soon, I'm afraid, I will forget how to cast simple spells. I believe something might be affecting the magical ether, but I cannot be sure. Yes, something was in fact affecting the magical ether. But that's another story. A treatise on the lore of gargoyles by Norlick the Elder. Though gargoyles are considered by most to be mere legend, no records exist documenting the origins of the gargoyle statues that adorn many castles. Even the towering stone guardians of the Codex of Ultimate Wisdom have many of the physical characteristics of the legendary gargoyle. Nobody seems to know where they came from, either. Despite the lack of hard evidence, there have been a fair number of unconfirmed reports of sightings of live gargoyles. It is the opinion of this author that demons are a form of gargoyle, as many reliable encounters with demons have been documented in various scholarly works. Perhaps this is the best source of further information on the subject of gargoyles. Perhaps not. Very different things. The Quest of the Avatar. In days not long past, the Council of Wizards erected shrines to the 8 virtues that people throughout the land might meditate upon them. It was through studying the 8 virtues and the 3 underlying principles that the great hero, who had defeated the triad of evil, started down the path that led to avatarhood. For verily it is known that the 3 principles are truth, love, and courage, and that from truth arises honesty, and from love arises compassion, and from courage arises valor, and that truth commingled with love gives rise to justice, and love commingled with courage gives rise to sacrifice, and courage commingled with truth gives rise to honor, and truth, love, and courage all united create spirituality. And the absence of all three principles leads to the vice of pride, which leads us to think of the virtue that is its opposite, that of humility. And on the quest to become the embodiment of the 8 virtues, the Avatar recovered the Codex of Ultimate Wisdom and discovered that the one underlying concept that leads to the 3 principles, which lead to the 8 virtues, is infinity. Ponder this well, O Seeker. Correct. Don't have much more to say than that. That is correct. A lantern. We'll take this. And we'll read this book. Strange. This one really should have been sitting over there by the potion, but okay. Well, this is a handy guidebook to potions, and that's good because it changes every game. This time, black is temporary invisibility, blue is mana breath. I guess you need a mint for that, I'm not sure. Green is poison, beware. Orange is mana boost. Purple is temporary invulnerability. I would like to stock up on those. Red is cure poison. White is infernal armor. Yellow is healing. And there we have it. Ooh, free short sword. I'm just trying to take it out. There we go. The Avatar is now armed. Unfortunately, it is pitiful. You can see that right there. That is not a very effective weapon, but it's what we have. Okay, what's going on here? Looks like a picture of the Shade Blade there. And a spell book. Strange that it has a pentagram on it, because that's really not a Britannian thing. And I don't think that there have been a lot of visitors from Pagan here. But whatever, we'll have that. And it looks like Hawkwind has something to tell us about it.
Press S to access your spell book. You will need to cast Ignite on the torch at the end of the hall to remove the force field that blocks your way.
Well, we're in the spellbook here. I think maybe he has more to tell us.
To cast Ignite from your spellbook, click on the Ignite spell icon. After the book closes, position the blue reticle over the unlit torch and left-click to magically ignite it. Spell icons may also be dragged into your tool belt, just like items.
Well, he didn't reveal that you do need to find Ignite under linear spells, which would have been helpful. There it is. And as he mentioned, we can drag these to the tool belt, which we will do now. But also, we could just click this. I could just click this. Click. No? Alright. Well, okay, so now we have a blue reticle. And I'm going to target the torch here. And we can see that the barrier is gone. And we can continue. Down some rather steep steps. Uh-oh. Combat. Another rodent of unusual size. Hawkwind has some advice.
Perhaps you have a spell that might be able to dispatch the vermin that guards the switch. Try the stone spell on the rat.
Okay. Well, we have that on our tool belt now, so I'll just press F9. Dead rat. He appears to have dropped a little gold. We'll grab that in a moment. There's Lord British, I would assume. He's looking a little old. How long has it been? What do we have here? We have leather gauntlets. Let's put those on and see if it changes the armor meter up here. It does not. So I'm actually just going to keep wearing what we had, which are avatar gauntlets. And we'll just take these and keep them, maybe sell them to somebody. So let's head over here and flip that switch. The way is now clear. Ooh, there's some gold over there. Yoink. We now have 8 gold pieces. And there's the gold that the rat dropped. Another 8. And we have a red potion in the corner here. Throw that in the potion bag. I hope I don't have to go flip the switch again. What? Okay. Another harpsichord. A haunted harpsichord because I've walked away from it and it's still playing. Ooh, a chest. What do we have here? These are leather boots. Let's see if these are better than our, I guess, avatar boots? Avatar shoes? They are! That is an improvement over our avatar boots. So I guess we'll try to sell those to somebody. But we got some upgraded boots. What now?
You see the pressure plate below that vase? See if you can use your gust spell to move the vase off the shelf. You can try this now by casting your gust spell, then clicking on the item that you wish the wind gust to affect.
This is awkward. I mean, it's very difficult to see through here. So I hope this doesn't happen a lot in this game. I don't really remember, but yeah, you can barely see on the floor there. All right, so I'm gonna hit F10. Oh. I was going to click the vase after preparing the spell, but okay. So we're very lucky that that worked. It does appear to have knocked the vase down exactly where we wanted it to go. Strangely, it didn't break either, so that's... That couldn't have been scripted or anything. And I guess now we'll push the button. Okay, so we're in quite a space now. Well, I don't see where we would go next, so let's run this little wheel and drain the water. Okay. There's a switch down there. We may as well jump in. Ooh, big pile of gold. How much is that? 27 coins. Excellent. And push the button. What happens? Some stairs down have been revealed. We could also go back the way we came if we wanted to, so that's nice. I like how we just trustingly jumped in here. Oh, I'll be able to get out. Well, According to what just happened, probably not. Big step. Alright. Okay, further down we go. Any goodies back here? No. We have a plaque here. Oh. Well, that was reckless. Something very bad. Oh, something very bad could have happened there, but it appears not to have. This tower is protected from unlawful entry by flames. To exit, clear the way to the source and extinguish the braziers. The avatar is now firefighter. Well, that's cool. We will just spam F12 because that's where I have douse. We probably have to get rid of everything, but we're close enough now to... Can I just put this one up? No. Well, how about this brazier? And this brazier. Ah! That did everything. They're all gone. Thank you, archer person, for scaring the daylights out of me. Whoa! Suddenly attacked by a loud bird. Or the Shadow Lords. That appears to be a statue. I hear wolves.
I have taught you all that I can, Avatar, but you still have much to learn. Once you step outside these doors, your enemies will be numerous. Nearby there is a cave. Within it lies the means to reach Britain, where you may seek out the wise Lord British. Fare thee well, my friend.
Okay, we're on our own. No more help from Hawkwind. Oh, good. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna miss. No! Damn rat. Fantastic. So we're going to be spamming stone at everything. So what are we looking at here? Those don't really look like anything that I'm familiar with. The symbols. Well, kind of. I mean, that might be the rune of compassion. You can see there's a heart. I don't know why it's translucent, though. It's not really there. I guess these aren't either. That's humility. Strange. I don't know how that's... What? Oh, fishy. Well, I see a chest down there, and I would like that chest. Okay, that fishy looks kind of scary, actually. Oh, gosh. That's not just a koi pond. Well. Boy. Just throw rocks at it. Dead fish. Cool. Time to go for a brief swim. There's the breath meter. And what do we have here? We have 24 coins. Worth it. And we'll climb out of there. See that wolf? See if I can reach it with the stone. Too far. How about now? Oh, those are hitting. Ooh, you saw me do that, did you? Yeah, that's right, tough guy. The wolves in Britannia have pica as well, so we'll be collecting gold from them, apparently. Blood gore soup. What do we have here? Garlic. Well, that is a reagent, if I recall. So we're taking the garlic. What else is going on around here? Anything?
Welcome back, Avatar. Wait until you see what I have done to your beloved land. You and I will have some fun together here in Britannia.
Oh, yeah? Okay. More combat, huh? Oh! Yeah! That thing that's blending in with the scenery. I'm always paranoid that they are going to turn into gore before I'm able to grab their loot. And that, it'll block out the gold. Yes, I saw that cave back there. I like to explore everything before proceeding. That's not something I can pick up. What about this mushroom? Nope, that is scenery. Hey, look. Just 12 gold lying around. So we've gone full circle around this tower. I'm gonna look at these real quick. These guys are jerkies. Were jerkies, I think. I don't know. Click them? Do anything? Nope. It appears our lantern is no longer functioning, so I don't want to carry that around anymore. Shadow Lords. No thank you. Well, let's go take a look at that cave. The Avatar's just having a nice little jog. Oh, good. It's one of these people. Let's say hi.
I see! You've come at last! You're too late, Avatar. Britannia is ours. My master will be most pleased with me when I bring you to him.
Who are you?
I am Colando of the Wyrmguard, and I'm going to use your capture to gain rank in the Guard.
Who is your master?
His name is Lord Blackthorn. Don't worry, you'll be meeting him soon enough.
Oh. Okay, he means business. Well, Colando. So there. Drop anything? Any loot for me? No? Doesn't look like it. Just a bunch of gore. Oh well. Would have liked to take his gear or something, but it appears I cannot. So you were just standing precariously in this cave, huh? How did you get here? Where's your... I mean, do you have a dragon nearby that you rode, or... Okay, well, we're done here. Let's, see where this goes. Ah, I think we know where we are. Hail Britannia indeed. Yes, we can safely assume that this is Lord British's castle, which we will begin to explore in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.